zooming in too much, but that didn't work, did it? Welcome, everybody. Okay. Hold on. We'll see how that goes and see how we get on. I don't want to be too far away so you can't see what I'm doing. Let me just put my charger in, otherwise we're going to die. And bring you up on the laptop. So I had my delivery. Took a little while, but it's here and I'm happy. I've got another order on the way for the paper share, so now that has actually been shipped. Whoop whoop. So it's saying Thursday. Last time it came a day early. So let's pray for that, because then I can get them all posted by Friday. But if they come Wednesday, I should be able to do it by Thursday. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Right. I'm trying to find myself on here now. It's quite funny. Okay. There we are. Let's mute it before I start talking. Oh, loads of people here before me. Sorry, I was late. On my laptop, funny story, on my laptop, I had to set the time, and I don't know why, it's not a UK time on it. So I've set it. So at 8:30, I was coming on, and on my phone, I was like, oh, it's way past that already. This glare is annoying. But there we are. Okay, so let's say hello to everybody. Hi, Heather and Karen. Karen, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hey, Claire. I know you're waiting. Sorry, love. Anybody else? Hi, Judy. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Louise. Hi, Shaz. Right. I think that's everybody. If I've forgotten you, just type it in capitals and I'll remember. Please don't forget to like my video. That would be awesome. Thanking you very much. Right, so I've been playing all afternoon. Now, I didn't actually make the cards, so we're going to do that bit together. But I have lots of pieces cut out now. I love this sort of die set, as you know, with Woo being a scene builder. I love it. So we've got a pergola, and you've got two different rocking chairs, which I love it when they do this, because you can either stamp it and cut it out, or you can just cut out straight out of coloured cardstock. You've got a little bit of, what do they call that? I'd call it a fence, but it's not, is it? It's a rail round the pergola. We've got the rug die cut for the stamp. And then there's two seagulls. Oh, well, I'm saying the seagulls because that's what I've made them into. A bit of an ivy leaf. But this one looks a bit weird to me. I'm not being funny. Hang on, I'll show you what I mean. Where's my pot of things? Let's move a couple of bits out of it. So I've got a pot of things. So first of all to say is that I have taken this, and I wanted a planter for the garden. So I took my trolley from the piggy, what's it called? Where's it gone? Obviously this is retired, from Playful Piggy Dies, but I'm pretty sure some of you've got some wooden bits like that. I've also got the, I got these out, which are the full basket dies, and that's got a barrel in it, but it's just a bit too big for what I wanted it for. So I cut two of those and backed it with a lighter brown. And then I've got some of the rails, and then I've got this out of the, what's it called? Share a Milkshake dies. And then I've just trimmed the edges straight so that it looks a bit like a trellis. See what I did there? Right, this is that leaf. I mean, what is that? I can't, and I've tried to use it a bit, but I'll have to put it in a pot. So I've got my little rug ready, and I've done that in light and dark boho blue, and then added a bit of light Orchid Oasis for the very edge trim, and that trim just there. What else have I done? Now I've done some colouring because you know me, it'll take me hours to colour it all. So I've got a few bits coloured and I've coloured my seagulls ready. And then I've taken some flowers out of Dainty Delights. So I wanted some flowers, so I've used this one here. But I also cut this one and I've trimmed all the little teeny weeny flowers off it because I want some flowers for something else. So anyway, and then I've cut out some vines. Oh, trapped. So I've cut out this one here, but I've tried to make it more flexible because as that shape, it's very strong and doesn't want to bend around anything. So I've trimmed it up a little bit. It's not the best of trimming, but you won't know that when I've done it. You'll never notice. So let's have a look. So I've got an A5 card base, bottom opening. And then, now this is retired, but I'm pretty sure if you had a rummage in your DSPs, you can see what set it's from. It's just basically some clouds. Yes, Anne, I can see what I want to use, what I want, and then I just look and think, oh, balustrade. Thanks, Mum. Railings. Yep, I've heard them called railings as well. Oh, it looks like seaweed. I agree, Tilly. Karen, even. I agree, it does look like seaweed. I mean, Mum, do you really know any plants that grow like that? I just don't know what it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's supposed to be something. So anyway, we've got this. You just need some like background paper. Now I was going to try and use some of my new DSP, but I did find that when I put my, so I've got this piece of pecan pie. I really like it. I really like this color. I've used nearly all of what I've got, so I'm gonna have to buy a full pack. Hi Beverly, welcome. Oh, hang on. Yeah. So, but I think that might be too busy because when I put my rail on, sorry, I lost complete concentration then. When I put my rail on, it's a bit too much. So, and then I'm going to put flowers and everything all over that. And I think this background is too beautiful to hide. And that, I quite like this as well. Isn't that cute? So cute. Okay. So, as you can see, now this is going to be my decking. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of stamping on here. And I'm going to use Early Espresso. Oh, Louise is watching on silent because the family are watching Britain's Got Talent. Oh, that works. So you can get a second stamp with Early Espresso. You're not going to see all of this because it's going to be underneath a lot of different bits and pieces. So don't worry about how tidy, and obviously if you know me, don't do it symmetrical. It doesn't work symmetrical. I think I might stamp off a bit more. There we go. Right, that will do. I nearly said that'll do Donkey from Shrek. That would be quite bad, wouldn't it? Now, I also want to do a little bit of, see if Crumb, I wonder if Crumb Cake will show up. It might show up a little bit, just enough to, I just don't want it to be like flat, if you know what I mean. Maybe I should have gone in straight lines because now I've got a swirly mark. That's typical, isn't it? But I think that's where my rocking chair and that are going to be. And I might have done it upside down. Oh, which way do they go? Or does it? My eyes are drawn to that way. Well, there's going to be plants on here anyway, so. It's all good. Oh, I'm wrecking it now. Put it away, Wendy. Nothing to see here. Leave it alone. Right, so I want a bit of early espresso. Now, I'm going to be careful with this because it is quite dark. And I'm just going to brush up and down because I like it when it's got a little bit dark around the edges. So you can go in at the sides. I'm not going to try and brush with my left hand because that won't work. And then get a little bit more. And I might need to cut another one of these. So I might need another post because it's quite a wide card. So, these people have got quite a large decking area. I haven't got a wood embossing folder. I know it's on my list to get for sure, because that would look awesome if I put it through that, wouldn't it? So that is going to go on there like that. And then I've got another one. So I need to do the brushing on this one. And I've worked out exactly how to attach them together. Why did I put the ink away? Oh, of course, yes, it's still early for you, isn't it, Anne? And you were all talking about the coronation before. We didn't watch it, if I'm honest. I put it on and the kids were just not interested in the slightest. And to be honest, it was probably quite boring for them anyway. So they all just went off and did their own thing. And I was enjoying the singing, though. I've got to say, that choir, oh my goodness me. They were amazing. But yeah. Okay, so let me just see if I can. I'm pretty sure it's only the post I need. So I'm just going to move those bits to the side for a second. Close that because we all know what Wendy will do with that. Don't need any incidents. Get it? Dear me. Okay. I'm lucky I've come on anyway, because I had a very emotional Aaliyah in the room because her tablet is... What was that? One of my feet came off. There we go. I caught it on the edge then. That's my fault. Sorry. Yeah, she came in very upset that she couldn't download a game on her tablet. But that's because she's always, for some reason, she just keeps downloading new games all the time. So her poor tablet's gone. I'm sorry, I'm full. So please, it says please delete some games, but for some reason we can't. So Caden, bless him, was trying so hard to help her, but she's tired, so she's a bit of an emotional wreck. So I've just sent her downstairs to Dad. So I messaged him and said, I think she needs a cuddle and a film, and I think then she'll go to sleep. Oh, you recorded it, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Oh, yes. I like looking at all the hats. I have to agree. I was sort of having a bit of a mooch, but I had so much to do. And then, yeah, I seem to have been busy today. I've been trying to catch up on things because I've not been very well. And I seem to have, like, I don't know, about a year's worth of washing to catch up with. And the weather's turned, so I can't even put it out on the line. I need a new gazebo. Because when I had a gazebo, it was actually much easier. I could put it in the garden out on the line, even if it was raining. Because at the moment, it's quite humid here. Here, not here, here. Bad English. Right. That over there. So, what I figured out with these was... Oh, do you know what? Last week I had nails on. I couldn't do anything. And this week, although I didn't do a video last weekend, I was just too exhausted. Sorry, ladies. Right, so you work out. So the pattern is the same, approximately the next V there. So I'm going to line them up. So I know that I need to cut off. So I need to trim in there a little tiny bit and then cut upwards to make it join there. And then what I'll do is, so that it's not all doubled up, I'll trim off a bit, or a tiny bit more than that, Wendy. There we go. So they overlap just on one. So when I put it on the card, you'll hardly notice. And then I'm going to do the same with, oh, I'm going to check how long it is first. Oh, aren't I, Wendy? Yes, of course I am. Yes. Right, I won't be putting any ribbon underneath this or anything, so I can safely glue it down. I love this paper so much. I bought it in the sale after the last, it's in a mini. Oh, I can't remember. It's quite an old one anyway. But I bought a whole pack of it and haven't. Oh, that's upside down. Look, the clouds do go a certain way, Wendy. Yeah, so I bought a whole pack and I haven't used it. So, yeah. So my mission is to try and use up some DSP, and I've found a couple of techniques that use up the your DSP quite quickly. So I shall be doing that. Right, let me just get my eyes to sort out what's going on here. Yeah, it's definitely that way. So we can safely glue this down as well. I did a class on Thursday evening and it was great fun and I really enjoyed it. And I've decided that I'll do classes more often. I always get nervous that I'm not teaching enough, or, you know, but I was kindly informed that it was all perfectly fine and lovely. So I shall get more confidence now and do a few more. So I will do the colouring class again as well. Right, so this one is this end. I'm not going to glue these down yet because I'm going to wrap foliage. I'm going to wrap foliage around it because you know me, can't be doing silly. Oh, look at that. If that isn't perfect. If that, oh my goodness, I couldn't have aimed that better myself. Although, see, now I think it needs another post. What do we think? Do we think we need another post? No, it's not going to work, is it? Oh, I know. I know. See, I know. I'm just going to cut that off there so it'll stick on there. And I'll just move this post to there. Is that right? Is that not the middle either? Oh, goodness me. That would be the middle, wouldn't it? Anyway, when we've decided, I need to glue it together so I can start wrapping my stuff around. So I'm going to glue it together anyway, because wherever we put the post now doesn't involve that bit. Yes, thank you, Claire. Yeah, I've also been looking at doing alcohol markers and alcohol techniques like on vellum. So we could do a class with that, and we'll make some cards together with that one. And I will let you know. And then as well as that, I was thinking of finding a stamp set in the new catalogue and dies that everybody loves. And we can buy the sets together. And if you're a customer, you can buy it from me. And then we'll do a class where we use that set and do scene building. Like this one, or the Craft With Me set, or the... hi, Jan! Thank you. What was it Anne said? Cut the first lot down a little. Right. The only reason I wanted to keep it was because of this pretty edge, but it won't really work if I cut it off. I don't think. We'll have a little look in a minute. Let's take these posts out of the way. But yeah, so I'm thinking of doing a class with a stamp set or dies. There is dies that cut out just flowers. So I think what I'll do is I'll give you some ideas on my Woo's Creations page, and then we'll have a little look see. And some of them you might be able to do it. If you haven't got it, you might be able to use a different stamp set or a different dies or whatever. You know, you might have something. It's all about learning how to put them together and make a scene. But I like to make not extravagant scenes, but you know what I mean. Scenes that are a bit more, yeah. Oh, see, I haven't bought any inks. Well, I've bought Bubble Bath. Recommend that completely because it is such a baby pink. So I've now got the blends in the baby pink as well in the Bubble Bath. And then I bought Lemon Lolly and Lemon Lime what's it called? Lemon Lime Twist. I always get it wrong. I was going to say lemon lime juice because that is a thing. So, right. Okay, Wendy, concentrate. Okay, so that was going to go, it was going to go in the middle, wasn't it? Let's just cut it off there because it's going to go up underneath somewhere. So I think that's the middle. And that could just go to there. So I don't think whoever's going to get this card's going to notice if I don't do it exactly the same. So let me put that there so that doesn't move. Or actually, just get a bit of heavy doodle tape. It's because I need it to be the right, I don't want to glue it down because I want to do my my leaves, but also I need to trim it off so that it doesn't look wonky donkey. But I think I'll trim it to make it look like the end. A bit more on the top bit. I've seen quite a few cards made with this, but they all look very similar. And I wanted to try and incorporate a bit of the Craft With Me set, but the sizes of them are very different. So the Craft With Me set, I wanted to do like, I was going to have a painting easel this end and then the rocking chairs that end. But the easel looks humongous. I'll show you if I can remember where I put it. Oh, there it is. I have little dishes and little tubs, but see, it's massive. So then if I put my rocking chairs on, they're not really in, yeah, they're not quite enough room between them. So we're just not going to do that today. But I've got lots in here, and I might need to make some more hanging baskets because I really like the hanging baskets. So why am I doing that? I haven't finished with this bit yet. Goodness me. Honestly, I worry about myself sometimes. Okay, so let's take that off there for now. Put it somewhere safe because we can use it again. So now I've done all of my shading. I need to do some leaves. So we have some ivy, or it looks a bit like ivy. And then I have, and I'm going to do a bit of blending on that because that's quite bright green to me. Right, let's have a look. Oh, Bev, honestly, I love scene building. So I've got a little pot of flowers, but as you can see, look, I've done some spectacular colouring. I love it. I've got a little birdhouse, which we will be hanging on there as well. And then there's a hanging basket. Bit of colouring on that. Oh, I've missed a leaf there. Oh, look at that. I'll have to do that in a minute. There we are. Anyway, we've got this weird looking leaf. Some more of that from Dainty Flowers. Is it Dainty Flowers? No, that's the other chair it cuts out, but we're not using that one today, but I thought I'd show you anyway. I've got lots of little flowers. Now I'm going to cut some more of these because that won't be enough to go the full way across because I've only got 2. And then I've got my little, as you can tell, there's going to be a lot of flowers on this. That is my mirror stamping. I can't remember what they call it. Anyway, I stamped it and then I've made it opposite. So where's the other one? There. But I have done them in different colours. Why is my laptop saying I'm gonna die? Oh, the cables. Sorry, 2 seconds. The cables come out again. Every now and then, if I shut the curtains, it makes the cable pop out. There we go. Oh, that's better. It's brightened up as well now. Woo! Okay. So that's going to grow up one of the rails. This one's going to go across the top. And then we'll see what else we can do. And then this is going to be in one of my boxes. I think I might put that on this end. So it's going to be in the box that comes up and grows up a bit. But that's the... on Ruth's birthday card, I used this basket here. And then I put this trellis in the back. And then I put lots of flowers growing up. It was fun card to do, that was. Good fun. Okay. So let's see what we're going to do with this. So I'm thinking, because it's going to have to come from somewhere. So I'm going to make it look like it's come from off the page. So we're going to do that. Then that's going to go under there. And make it do what you want it to do, because you can do tiny little slits and stuff that will make it turn the other way. And then we've got all these little tiny flowers that we can put on the bits that don't look quite right. I mean, that's why, you know, we have flowers, obviously. If there are any techniques you would like to learn again, please let Wendy know. Thank you, Claire. Yeah, if there's anything you'd like to learn that I do a lot of, and even if I don't, I can learn how to do something, and then we can have a go together. I try to keep my classes as fun as we can, because, you know, we can't be taking crafting seriously too much anyway. Okay, so let's get this one on. I might need a bit more of this one, or maybe we'll just go with something else. So under there, and then trim, and then that bit can fold up there. So it doesn't need to go all the way across, I suppose, does it? Because you could have something else growing up the other end. So maybe we'll have the ivy growing up there. And we've got this nice little pot. So by the middle post, we'll put a pot. And by this end post, I don't know what we're going to put. But this will go this end, sort of near where the people will be. So let's work out how many more of these I need. So I'm going to go right to the edge. Okay. So we need another 2. So let me find my pick and pie. And let's bring our trimmer in. Trimmer, yes, trimmer, Wendy, because it won't fit through the... Oh dear, I worry about myself sometimes. Right, let's work out how much we want, because we don't like to waste our cardstock. And also, I will show you what I've discovered that you can do with the middle bits. So there's perfect. Okay, so let's get railing. And the die cut machine in the beautiful boho blue. Right, the trellis set is from, where is it? Is it here? I'm sure I keep them out when I cut from them. But it's probably buried somewhere. Oh, there. No, that's the, no. Oh my goodness. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. No, that's letters. This one. This is the milkshake. And all I did was straighten up the edges of my waffle. So it's it becomes a trellis. So yeah, as I said, I like to use things I like to adapt them to be whatever I want them to be. Or I see something in them and I'm like, ooh, that might work. Oh, I love this little trimmer. It doesn't take up too much room. Right, so watch this. So you've got all these little bits in here that are all spare. But if you take one and you carefully, let me just put all the others in my pot because I don't want to lose them. No, I think I've dropped one. And then cut it in half. They become like little spools for cotton. So I could wrap a little bit of twine or cotton around that. Actually, I could use cotton. Could wrap that around it and it will look like a little reel of cotton as well. So you could have different sorts of reels of cotton on your... See, I just can't help myself. These things just come to me. Okay, was there anything else? Oh, I see what you mean, Anne. Yeah. Well, I have to trim that end anyway. Right, so we've got one. We won't need the whole of the second one, but that's fine. Because I never throw any of them away. Keep for another day. So, the technique with the chair to get the opposite side could be a class with that, possibly. And that could be used with any set. So you don't need to buy a specific set to do it. All you need, because there's two ways of doing it. You'd need a stamping platform like a Stamparatus, but I haven't got a Stamparatus, so I won't be using that. I quite like that. That looks... I might use that in something. Okay, let me just save my little pretend spools of cotton. And that's that bit done as well. So put that back on there so I don't lose it. Need a drinky drink. Heather's got her earplugs in because he's watching a film and she's just looked up and he's fast asleep. This is what happens when I watch a film with my husband, is it's me that falls asleep. Terrible state of affairs. Right. I am going to lie my glue down so that it's not, because it's becoming a little bit sparse. Okay. Let's put this in the right-ish place. So we need our rails. Now, is the post going to be behind there? Because I don't generally think you do that, do you? Probably done this wrong, so shoot me if I'm wrong. Let me just... That's going to go there. That's going to go there. I did try to find an animal that would fit on here, but it wasn't really working out for me. Oh, look. So I need to cut that one down a little tiny bit. Because it's going to meet the top of there. Oh, look at that. That'll do, donkey. See, I've done it now. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Okay, let's glue this post down because it's definitely going to have to go there. Not too much glue today, thanking you. You know me, love to go a bit mad with the glue. So that's gonna go there. Can we be straight, please? Yeah, so that will go like that. And then that will go there. And then this will go here. So now I've moved it over because, you know, that's what happens. So I'm just going to gently trim little bits until I get it. Oh, look at that. So we can now glue those two pieces of rail down. Oh, bless you, Jan. I'm in the evenings. I try not to sit down after tea until I've done everything I need to do, because I know that once I've done tea and I sit down, I won't get back up. And I didn't shade it, did I? Oh no! How are we going to do that? Oh, I know. If this ever happens, if you manage, this is like tips central today. If you ever find that you've glued something and you're like, oh man, I didn't do something I wanted to, just stick it to your silicone mat because it will come off. Did you lose sound, Claire? Sorry, did I miss that? So yeah, so do that, and then when you lift it back up, it won't have that much glue on it now. Is it Fred's birthday? Oh, happy birthday, Fred. I would sing it, but as Ruth said, somebody will take my video off. Tell me off. Although it can't be demonetized because I'm not monetized. So, they, you know, no to that one. So there we go. That's better because it looks a bit different to the floor bit then. So don't want it all to look too similar. Okay. So I'm going to put that like that, I think, so that it's not hiding the post, but I might even put it, I'm going to do it flat because I think most of this is going to need to be flat to make it look right. So this is going to hang up here somewhere because I don't want it to hang too low. And then Mr. Birdie House, I think, is going to go in the middle there. Oh, somewhere there. Obviously, my fingers are now sticky because I put my fingers in the glue. Let's just do some what we used to do in school. Right, like that. Okay, so have we got enough on the top? Oh, hang on, I found another bit. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Right, so I did want to move my juice before I knock it over flying. Right, I've cleaned all my brushes. Don't faint. I have. I'm going to grab my old olive. So we're not going for really bright colours today until we get to the flowers, and then it will be. So I'm just going to do old olive on here. Oh, see you later, lid. As long as it's not the lid to my glue, I don't mind. So I'll show you with this one, although it's a bit bent there, but you can't really bend it without. So what I did was I got my little snips, and I trimmed it off. Or I trimmed off one of each of the two rails. And I could do it neater than this, but I'm rushing. So that's that one, so we can cut that bit off. Oh, I can hear Aaliyah laughing now, so she's fine. Don't have to worry about my baby. Too soft, I reckon. I'm just going to break them off where they've bent, because it's hindering my trimming. Okay, so just wondering, we'll make it come out from there, I think. or even from behind, like that. I don't like that thick bit there. I'm just going to cut it off. So I'm going to do that. You will do what I want. There we go. And then we'll get this bit and we'll make it go like that. So you can see it behind the rails and on top of the rails. So let's just have these bits. So I want to stick that in there. And I mean, you know, in the summer, when you've got a fully established pergola thingy, whatever you want to call this, I'm sure it's a pergola. When you've got an established one, then you do get it covered in leaves and things, don't you? So, you know, this is what it's going to be like. So let's move our bits off for a second while we just very carefully. Okay, we're just going to take it off because we know what we did to put it on there. And we're going to, and with this one, when you're brushing, go with the way the leaves are going, because if you try and go the other way, you'll break your leaves and it would be disastrous. I'm sure it would be. Probably wouldn't be, but you know, you never know. It might be. Might be. Okay, and we'll get to gluing these down in a second. Now, if you're particular about your leaves, you would have done these all in the same colour, but I'm going with where I already had cut. I cut this one, and then these other bits I've already got. So, you know, we're just going with the flow, I think. No, we won't use Old Olive for that. We will use Garden Green for the ivy bits, or what I think looks like ivy. And it's darker than the Old Olive, so I can just use the same brush. Oh yes, I like that. I like it a lot. See, look what happens. So you have your flat colour and then you have your brushed colour. Is it going focus? I don't know. So yeah, so let's just do this last one. There we go. Right, how do people store their inks? This is what I was going to ask you, right? Because originally I was going to store them in their families. And then I thought, no, that might not work because I'm not getting the greens together and that. So now I've got greens, and then I've got orange and yellows, and then greys in the same pile, and crumb cake with brown. Yeah. So I've got orange, greys, and browns in the same pile, and yellow. Then I've got blues, then I've got pinks and purples, and then I've got reds and my base and my whisper white. And then I've got the in colours separate because I know what's in an in colour. That's fine. But I'm finding that my greens are a huge pile because I have a lot of greens. And my blues are now very low. So sad. Not really, it's fine. I can get new colours, but I actually do a lot more colouring than stamping, so yeah. Right, so if we were to put this here, and maybe I'll cut the ends down a little bit as well, because, you know, I don't think it needs to be quite so big. So if I do that, and we put the trellis behind like that, or maybe just to the side of the post, we could then put our ivy growing from inside the pot up the post. Bev says she stores hers in rainbow order. Cindy has hers in colour family. Yeah, I haven't done it yet because I've not glued it down and I'm still weaving my leaves. But thank you. Right. So let's get our leaves on our top bit so we can glue that bit down, because the ivy going up here is not going to be interwoven. So I'm going to wrap it around again, and then I'm going to try and weave my see, why do I do that? I take it out. See, now if I was doing it without doing a live, I probably would take a picture of it all set up. Oh, there we go. I've got it. I got it. So I won't need much glue on here, see. So a bit there for that leaf. And then a little tiny wee. I should really find... That's a good point, actually. Where's my fine tip glue go? I haven't used this in ages. It would have come in handy for lots of things. Oh dear. Never mind. It's okay. It's all good. Not losing the plot, honestly. I thought I'd frozen then. It was because I was concentrating trying to glue. Okay. Come on. Is it going to come out? Is it? It's probably got a goober, isn't it? Oh, Cindy, we can all have that dream. That would be amazing. Because Cindy says, if you're watching the replay, that is, Cindy says that may change after I win the lottery and I have a professional design my craft area along with a craft room keeper who will always clean up behind me. Oh, wouldn't that be a dream? Oh, I've made my finger click just trying to get the glue to work. I can't get it to work. We're going to have to resort back to the other one, I think. Oh, I got it, I think. I think. Are we working now? Trouble is, you do this and then you squeeze too hard and then a massive blob of glue comes out. So we're not risking that right now. I will sort that out tomorrow. Maybe. I'll leave it on my desk. And then I can... I'll know I've got to do it then, won't I? Just got to find a needle. And I know there's some on the windowsill, but the curtains are shut. And I am not fighting with that right now. Okay. Okay, that's working. Right. Next long bit. Couldn't find it then. Fallen down beside me. Right, I might glue that last leaf on there, actually. So let's get you on there. Thank you very much. Like that. And then we will start you from there. So it looks like you're still growing. You're a different colour, but it's all right. We can manage. You think this stamp set needs to jump in the post to your house? I think I've got a set ready to come to you already. Okay, so there we go, and then glue that up there. That was too much glue, wasn't it, Wendy? Yes, it was. Let's just wipe it on our hands again, shall we? Oh, dear me. Right, I'm going to put... I've just realised I've left an ink open. And I don't like doing that because we all know how accidentally I stick fingers in or stick something I'm not supposed to in it anyway. Okay, so... Oh, Anne, do you know what, Anne? You're a genius. I've just realised what you said. Okay, can we get away with doing that? I think we could, couldn't we? Oh, dear me. Typical Wendy. It needs to be a bit further down. Or maybe we'll just do that. No one's going to notice, I'm sure. I'm sure I can hide it somehow. Okay. And you win. I was wrong. Oh, dear me. Stuck my fence down. Too keen, isn't it? Too keen. Stay straight. There we go. Right, so we want to put our last little bit of leafage on. And then maybe, or was it this one? Although this one looks pretty good. There you go, that'll do, won't it? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Yeah, good plan, Anne. Well, the rocking chairs are going to be there somewhere, so we'll hide it. It'll be fine. Right, so we're going by the middle and that end one now to glue this down. So I'm just going to lift this up and glue the back here. And then gently get it to go down where I want it. Well, I didn't think that through, did I? Just dotting, because I do need it to stick down, because it's going to look a bit weird if it's sticking off the card. And then dotting. Way too much glue. We'll share it about a bit. I'll get a gluey finger, but you know, it's worth it not to have gloopy mess everywhere. Still got a gloopy mess everywhere, but it's all right, because that's what SpongeBob was invented for, wasn't it, Claire? Okay, you've popped out of somewhere. Where did you come from? Under there, maybe. Maybe. Right. That will do for that bit. Oh, more gluey now. Yuck. Okay, so we better do our... Oh, is that brown? Yes. Okay, so that's not going to go that way. It's going to go that way. So it meets there. And it fits perfectly there. I'm going to glue the tips as well and make sure they stay down. Okay. Oh, look at that. I could be a carpenter. I know, I'll leave that to my brother. It's fine. Oh, that's why I had the ink out, wasn't it? Because I was going to do all of them. Yeah, I can use hand sanitizer sometimes, but not all the time. And I haven't actually got any at the minute, I don't think. I think we've run out. I have to get some. Sometimes I can use it, sometimes I can't. It depends on how my hands are. Oh, look at that. That fits very nicely there. Very nicely indeed. Now we're going to have to try and make it look like the other end, aren't we? Does that fit in there? Let's have a look. Oh. I know, and I always forget to use them. They're just here, right next to me as well. It is just typical woo, isn't it, really? Okay. Oh, my goodness. A friend has just sent me a picture of me when I was about 18 out clubbing somewhere. Oh, my goodness. Oh, when I saw the word Claire, I assumed it was Cheeky Monkey Claire, and I was like, oh, why is she sending me a message and a picture? Maybe I've done something wrong. No. It wasn't her. Oh, wow. Well, there we go. The memories. Memories. Okay, Wendy, you're really making a hash of this now. It doesn't matter because I can just cut this bit off and try again. Because I've got plenty of that one left. So even if I ended up having to do that to chop it off. Okay, we'll try again. Try again. Try again. So that needs to be slightly angled to fit there. So now I need to take a tiny bit off the bottom. Not very much, Wendy. Is that better? Is that perfect? That's perfect. Okay. I put just this. The kids are going to Powis Castle on Tuesday. So I've just been doing a home delivery order for shopping and ordered them some yummy lunchbox things because they are entitled to those free school ones, but they don't like them. They are very basic, but you know, they're free. I don't know what they're moaning for. So anyway, I just ordered them, and then I said to Aaliyah, I said, look, school have just messaged Mama and said you can dress up if you like. She's like, no, I don't like dressing up. My face dropped. I'm like, what? You don't want to dress up? What is wrong with you? So she's like, no, I don't want to. Oh, so I then put on the film Brave. And I was on my class and I could hear her crying. And she was bawling her eyes out at the scene towards the end where they're all fighting. And she thinks the mummy bear is going to die because it's actually the mum of Brave. If you know the story, you know what I mean. That looks amazing. I'm really impressed with that, aren't you? Woohoo! Right, let's carry on dressing it up, Wendy. Concentrate on what you're doing. So I'm wondering whether to put this on dimensionals and then put the rocking chairs here and then put something on dimensionals down here. Yeah, that might work, Wendy. That might just work. Now, if I'd forethought with this, hang on, I'm going to have to use my hand. I'm just using a bit of Ellie tips. Put it on your hand. You can use your silicone mat as well, but, you know, back your hand's all right. And if you're lucky, like me, when I rub it off, it takes the hairs off as well. I know you all wanted to know that. Right, so that's going to go there like that. That's pretty cool. I quite like that. I do. So, right, we're going to lay some things out now because I'm going to start panicking. I won't be able to fit it all in. Okay, so my rug is going to go there. And then I've got 2 rocking chairs because, you know, why wouldn't you have 2? And then, where's my table gone? Oh, where's that? Oh, it's still in the box, Wendy. You haven't taken them all out yet. So I've got a box, my little table to go there. Move that out the way. I have got another box, but I don't think I need it. Got some more foliage. Now I have got a guitar. I did wonder about putting it like resting on the back of it. No, it's not going to look right. But I want to show you a trick. Okay, so I took the chair and then I cut out a cushion and I'm like, what are you supposed to do with that? So you could just sit it on the side of the chair. And I thought that looked a bit weird. So I wasn't sure what you were supposed to do with this, whether you're supposed to make it look like a flat. So I got my snips out and you don't need to trim this bit. I shouldn't have done that. But I trimmed the arm and then the bit that goes down the side. And then you can slot your cushion in there like that so that it's on your chair. And then I'm going to glue those back down where they're supposed to be. And then you've got a cushion on your chair. How cool's that? I used to do it with the penguin from one of the other sets. There, like that. I think it's like that. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so let's glue that down before I forget. Oh, Wendy, 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 Wendy. Let's glue the cushion on because the cushion's moving and moving the arm. And I'm so scared I'm going to like pull it off in a minute. Right, let's put that over there to dry. Have to make room for Mr. Potato Head, the monkey chain, family of lemurs, and the octopi. Yes, that's true. I think every picture deserves all of that, especially like an octopus and a Mr. Potato Head. Because I was going to try and put an animal in here, but I've only got like really cartoony ones and they don't go with the style of my picture. So yeah, look, see? Now, if I'd done them in the same colour, they would have looked really good. But I had to, I don't know why, my brain just went, oh, do them in a different colour because, you know, why wouldn't you? Because they're supposed to be matching. But there we go. That's fine. So with this, I'm going to put the dimensionales just at the very bottom. And I do happen to have a nice new pack of dimensionales because I remembered them. I didn't remember everything, but I remembered these because they're very important. Because I really like them. So I'm going to use the edge. Ooh, these have got like a matted back on them now rather than a shiny. I don't know if that's normal or changed, or I don't think it matters which way up this goes, does it? So I'm just going to put it on the bottom. And then I'm going to cut one of the dimensionals in half so that I can put one that end. Oh, fingers. And one that end. And because I put this in to cover the holes, because obviously you're not going to be able to see this. You don't want to look at the stems and things, do you? Oh, thanks, Mum. Mum says the sun's shining on one chair and not the other, so that's why they look different colours. I'll go with that, totally. Right, so the reason I did this, because, you know, there's always method in my madness. Well, most of the time. That's straight. That's straight. That's straight. That's okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Now what we could do is put these on dimensionals and put the rug and the table down flat. Maybe. Could be here all night, you know. Right, let's glue our rug down because nothing is going under the rug except when you sweep in. So this chair's going to go there. So that's covering that post anyway. And then that one there, because I don't mind that the table is going to look a bit, it's going to be touching them because they're going to look like they're in front of the table. Like that. Yeah, that will do nicely. So then this pot is just going to go there now because it doesn't need to hide a post. Although I could put it down here on dimensionals, maybe down there. Don't know. We'll see. I also need some sort of hangy bit for that. Okay, so I'm going to use this as some background leafage on here. I'm just going to stick that down like that. And then we need to put our ivy on our post. So we're going to start down there like that. And then we're going to slot that. I like to start the stem hiding behind another leaf. Oh, we only need two for that bit. That's cool. Maybe we could put this going up there then? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Okay, let's put this as some more, because generally you won't see a lot of these because I'm going to smother them in flowers. Stay. There we go. Right, and then we've got one more of this. So this, you know, it could grow up the vine, up the trellis as well, couldn't it? I mean, why not? Like that. We don't need that one. Okay. So let's get, and when I do this sort of card, I don't put a sentiment on the front because I like it to be able to be kept, and you can leave it on your mantelpiece for as long as you like then, because you haven't got to worry about any, maybe it's sort of there, maybe, oh, I don't know, it might look a bit weird, but it's all right. Shall we put the, no, we're going to put these flat, I think. So my rocking chair is going to go there. It's got to be slightly tilted backwards because otherwise it just looks a bit weird. Like that, I think. Me towel. Me drinks. Tuck it in there. And then whoever sits on this one doesn't deserve a cushion because I'm not going to do that right now. I don't know, like that maybe. There we go. Right. So I really love this. I really like it. I think I might need to do another one though. So let me just grab my, so I coloured this with Mossy Meadow. Is she going to remember she did it with Mossy Meadow now? Or did she use something else? You'd know, you just don't know with Wendy. No, it wasn't Mossy Meadow. Look, so now we've got an odd leaf. But it's okay because, you know, it's fine. I actually think it was Granny Apple I did them with, but there we go. So let's have a look. So this is going to hang just about there. I think that looks pretty cool. And I'm not going to put loads of glue on it because, you know, if it sticks up a little bit. Oh, come on. You let me put it under there just a second ago. Come on. Let me in. Let me in. Right. There's that one. Cindy says she has a really old Stampin' Up! Stamp of a small ant. You could have a small lineup of them. Could, honestly. I have still got Stitchery, and that one, in one of those, I decided it was either Ant Trail or it was words. I need some words. That's what I need. Yeah, still umming. Oh, there it is. Lost it then. Right, so should we put that there or should we put it sort of that? Well, that I think that will work there. Or should it go that side? Do we like it on my left or my right? Oh, thank you, Heather. Heather says the card is just adorable. It's not quite straight, is it? Oh, it's too late now, Wendy. Too late now. Okay. Are we voting which side we should put the birdhouse? On the left or on the right? I think the balance says the right, but then it looks symmetrical. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it there for a minute. The reason I've got this out is because you can now buy a single black Stampin' Write marker. And that it is the new design with the brush end and the fine tip. And it is lovely for drawing nice thin lines. So I was just going to draw a line for my birdhouse. Oh, everyone says on the right. Okay, so we're going to put it on the right then. So I am going to put a mark. I'm going to glue it down and then I'm going to make the line. That was way too much glue. Hold on. Let me just share that with some paper. Okay, so we're going to pop that there. Just got glue everywhere. Oh dear. Right, so I'm going to put a line going from my birdhouse up to there. So you can see it looks like it's actually attached to something now. You could make it like sit on the fence if you trim the bottom. Oof, right, we need some fleurs now. Fleurs, fleurs, and more fleurs. Right, let's just get everything out of here. See, now I have got a moon, but I don't think it needs a moon. I'm going to put that back in there. I don't need more leafage. Do we want this leafage? It's too much leafage, isn't it? Hang on. Let me just snippety snip snip. And we'll pop that in there, I think, because then it evens out the dark and the light green, isn't it? Like that. I mean, if you were doing a special card for somebody, this is just, you know, this is just epic. So we do have some seagulls. So you could have a seagull there. I don't know why I wanted to do seagulls, but that was what popped in my head when I saw them. I was like, oh, I always imagine deck chairs at the beach, but, you know, they're probably some other bird. But as you can see, can you see? I've got lots of little teeny weeny little pink flowers. So we're going to put some bigger flowers in this pot. Maybe not the biggest ones, maybe the medium and small ones. So I'm going to put a blob of glue, but then I'm also going to shape my flower a little bit. And then hold my finger in there to make it stay. And then I'm going to get, I love this one. This one, I can imagine you doing like a row of tulips, but it would just take forever. So we're just going to pop it on here. And this one, oh, we're going to shape it first, Wendy. Give it a scrumple. That's all I'm doing is scrumpling it. And we're going to pop that one there. Now this is Tahitian Tide and is it Starry? Is it? Oh, I think it's Starry Sky. I'm not sure. It could be Orchid Oasis. No, it's Starry Sky. It's Starry Sky, Wendy. It is. It is. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Okay. And I just wanted it to be full of flowers and prettiness. Because, you know, why not? And no, we need more blue, Wendy. Where's the littler blue ones? Where are they? There's one. Oh, I got two. There we are. That's why they were hiding. They were stuck on top of each other. So I need a blue one over here. Like this. Oh, stay there. And we need a lighter blue there. And some itty bitty blue just there. Do you know what though? I actually talk to myself like this all the time. I think that's why I found doing lives okay, because I do literally talk to myself. Oh yes, G&T on the porch. Do you know what? I've never had a G&T. I know it's hard to believe, isn't it? I haven't. I really haven't. I don't drink. I have a bit of a control issue. So I just think if I can't control myself, or if I end up doing something really silly, because it's been known. Just turn that one a little bit because it's too straight. I don't like it when they're symmetrical. So now we've got a bunch of flowers. We're going to have a bird fly into the birdhouse. Just there. And then I wonder if we should have a birdie on the fence there. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's use the tweezers to put him on. Like that. Right, so now I'm just going to put some little dots on here. Not there, Wendy, because that's a really silly place to put one. Maybe there. There, maybe one right there as well. And then I'm going to get my pick tool, which I actually think I need to change the head of, because I think I've actually eventually now run out of blue tack in it for the first time ever. So now I'm just going to go along and try and find ones that are up the right way. And that one. And I am going to group them together a little bit in places. It's a good job I don't know too much about plants, because I'd probably be wanting to make them look like the real thing. And it's just a good job that I don't have to do that. Because I just do what I want. Hi, Cheryl. I know. The thing is, you see, is when I was looking at the catalogue, this time last year, I wouldn't have looked at it in the same way. But since I've started doing scene building, this is just, I just love it. I love scene building and scrappy cards. I love all sorts of cards, but I cannot do a clean and simple card because it is just not the way I work. I would just keep going until it was well over the top. So yeah, and I don't like making the same card twice either. So maybe we'll just add a few in here because I have. Mom, yes, darling.
Can I watch film and give you a cuddle?
Oh, okay.
Let's watch film.
When you watch a film in Elsie's bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to.
It has to be in my bed.
Well, not in your bed. Good night, sweet pea.
Nice card, Mama.
Thanks. Does everybody want to say good night to all the ladies and the gentlemen on the live?
Good night.
That's
chicken nugget.
You just call them all chicken nuggets?
Yes, she did.
Oh my goodness me.
Can I have a hug?
Oh, sorry, yes. Right, off you go then, guys.
I'm
Night.
taking this
No, you're not taking that.
this duvet.
You're not taking that duvet. That's Mummy's duvet to go to bed.
Mommy, you say I can watch a film, right? Good night.
Good night. Love you.
On the pages. That is a very cute card.
Do you like it?
Yes.
It's good, isn't it? I'm enjoying it. It's got lots of pink flowers now.
It's Aaliyah's time.
Anyway.
Aaliyah's day to choose the movie.
Oh, is it Aaliyah's turn? Good luck with that.
She's probably going to choose Elf or a Christmas movie.
She loves Christmas movies. Good night.
Night.
Love you.
Love you too.
Oh, she's gone, Cindy. I'll tell her in the morning, or she'll probably still be awake when I finish, to be honest. Right, have we got enough pink flowers? No, I don't think we have, so we're just going to add some more just for the sake of it, because, you know, I can, and I'm going to. And I've got loads left, so let's go for it. Ooh. But yeah, I really like the die for this, because you can just cut the bigger one out and you get 5. I think it's 5 or 6. Where is it? Where be it? Oh, I'm chucking re-inkers everywhere now. 1, 2, 3, or 6. You get 6 little flowers out of each die cut. So, you know, you've got to use these dies to their full potential. There we are, we're having a nice group of them there. We haven't got enough in this area, I don't think. Right, come on, turn over, because you're all upside down for me to pick up. Oh, oh. Right. On there. I won't worry about the centres on these little tiny ones. I suppose we could sit and dot each one with a dark yellow. It might show up, but I'm not sure. We've got a huge crowd going on here now. Right, I think I always like to look at the screen to see if I can see. Yeah, I think that's an even. Yeah. I can still hear them talking. They're not going to go to sleep because it's a bank holiday weekend. We're letting them stay up a bit later tonight. So they'll probably watch a film for about an hour and then go to bed, which will be late. Right, what else do we want on this? Do we want anything else on this? I'm not entirely sure what we've got left. We've got big flowers. Maybe we should be cheeky and have a little birdie down here as well. Although I just don't like it when they're exactly the same. I can only use two. Okay, so this bit is it's a bit too, I can't think of the word. It needs, I know what it needs. I do now. Now I've just picked this up and then throw it away and then thought, oh, I could use that. So what I'm going to do is put a bit of glue just on that bit. So I try and keep all the little bits I cut off. And then you can do this and you just add them in so that they stick out and they kind of only slightly, but they overlap a flower near them. So it makes them look more, not realistic, obviously, because they're paper flowers. But it just makes them look better, I think. Right, I've got a few more on here I could use. So that one, I'll do something with those two in a minute. And these two. Oh, yes, I do, don't I? Okay, let's just pop this in there. So it hides that blue one just a little bit. And then we'll put one of these blue flowers on that one that we've just spotted. Thanking you very much. And then a bit more glue on there. And then you see the leaves then, they come up. And it gives it a bit more dimension, but it also makes it not look quite so rigid. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I mean, have I got any other? Oh, I've got these. These aren't from Stampin' Up, but they're ones I got online. Because the set came with flowers and leaves, but it also came with a set of, you've probably seen the picture on my page. If you haven't, go and have a look, because I have put Ruth's card on there as well now. But it had a spade and a trowel and a watering can and things like that in it, which is great for scene building. Right, I think they are big flowers, aren't they? That's a real, I can't even think of the word. Words fail me this time of night. It's not great. Okay, so I think we are done, Ski. I do wonder whether I've got something I could put down here. But then if you wanted to put a sentiment on, I could put a sentiment there. You know, happy birthday or whatever you feel. Sorry, I didn't turn the sound off. But there we go. So yeah, so you could do it as a standard size card like that, and that would look really cute. Or even that side. I mean, and then you could put the plant pot further down and you'd have space here for a sentiment. So you could get 2 cards out of this. But you know me, go big or go home. But there we go. So, right, okay. So Cheryl, I will show you anyway, because it's just a die from another set. I say it's just a die from another set. It's a die that I looked at and went, oh, that could work, and it did. Okay. Well, I would show you, but you know, these things elude me. Did I put it back? Yes, I did. I put it away. Don't all laugh at once. It's this one. And all I did was cut these straighter on the sides and tucked it behind there. So you can't really see it very well now, but you know it's there. But it's just from the Share a Milkshake dies. So I'm going to use this one soon as well. I really want to make a shaker card. So I was trying to figure out how I could incorporate that set into it. But there we go. Thank you all. Right, I will do the innards. Before I go anywhere, let's do the innards. Any questions? Shout now while I'm trying to find some basic white. Oh, did I run out? I did. Woohoo! Started my new pack of basic white. Okay, so let's pop that to the side a second while I trim this down. Okay, so 14 will be the... So for everybody that would like to know how big the card is, it is 14.5 centimeters by 20.5 centimeters. No, it's not. It's 21. That's because I'm trying to cut this piece of paper down to put on the inside. So I completely lost the plot then, love. Oh dear. There's hope for me yet, I'm sure. Okay, so let's pop this inside and then maybe I will just do something epic on the inside just so you know. I'm not going to put the sentiment in because you know me, I don't do that because I don't know who I'm giving this to yet or if I sell it, you know, somebody might want it. Still trying to get my photos to work on my page and nope, they don't. So I don't know how I'm going to do the sale on my page. But there we go. Okay, I am thinking of going on TikTok and just sitting there crafting while people talk to me on TikTok, which would be quite fun, wouldn't it? I think. And then they could buy the cards I make on that live. Okay, so I think that will do for the inside. I'm wondering whether we could just put some of these going up the side. And then we could dot some little pink ones as well. Maybe. I don't know. But I've only got the big flowers left, really. Look a bit weird if I did that. Oh, no. They're going to be symmetrical, though, aren't they? Oh, look at that. It's going to have to be because it looks quite cute. It's either that, right? Instead of using flowers, because that will make... Yeah, if it goes through the post, it might make them make an imprint. We could so where the sentiment is going to go, I'm going to put this stamp away while I'm thinking about it. Where the sentiment will go, I'm going to put a chair, but then I just thought about this one. So this one is the top of the pergola. But you could, just for a bit of decoration, you could pull that down a bit so it's not, I thought I got ink on there then. I don't know how straight this is going to be because I'm not over the top of it. It's not very straight, but you get the idea. Oh, that one's pretty good. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And then if you're feeling like you want to put a bit of colour on it, you could just shade with that one. And then your sentiment will go there. But what we're going to do is clean that off. Put that away and get a chair out. So we do that. Get crumb cake, I think. I know, Beverly. I want to fit so much on that. Actually, how dark is that going to be? Oh, that'd be fine. Because then I can put my black sentiment or, you know, Night of Navy, which is what this card base is, could go over the top of the chair. But there we go. Oh, I love making these. They do take a little bit of time, but I didn't plan where I was putting everything, so I've done all that with you. But the die cutting, if I use my big machine, it would have been a lot quicker, but my little one fits on my desk nicely, and I don't have to try and unbury the big one to use it, because it's buried underneath a load of stuff at the minute. So there we go. I hope you like it. If you would share my video out, that would be awesome. My link to the shop is underneath. And if anyone decides there's a stamp set or dies that they'd like to use in a class with me, even if it's this one, I can obviously, it might not be as extravagant as this one because we'd be there for a very long time. But we could do the half, you know. Could do the half without the flowers, because that would mean only having a little bit of extra foliage if you've got it. It does come with the ivy, so we could just cover that bit with ivy. So it's up to you. Let me know if you're interested. I'm away, not next weekend, the weekend after. So it would be the week after that I'll do my next class. Happy to do a colouring class again if anybody missed it and would like to do it. And if you've already done it and want to do it again, you're very welcome to come and join us again. And it's very simple things that you need for that one. So there we go. I'm on your way for 2 days, Louise. Okay, right. I will see you all later. I'm going to take this away. I'm going to get all my things off, because then I can take a screenshot for my for my video, because at the moment I've got Puggy on it, because I was literally just had my phone. I wasn't even at my desk when I set the live up. It was quite funny, little Puggy. Trying to get it where it's screenshot worthy. So there we go. I will see you all very soon. I'm praying that I might be able to start doing more than one video a week, but the one in the week might be in the daytime. So we'll see. It just never seems to happen, but that's my aim, and we're praying that we move soon. So if anybody would like to pray for that, that would be great. We are at the form filling stage again now. So yes. Right, I'm going now. I'm rambling. I just remembered I need my SpongeBob. So, yeah. So if there's anything you want to know, just give me a message. I'm happy to answer any questions. I haven't added gems because it just does all the work itself. It doesn't really need any gems, unless you wanted to put some in the middle of the flowers, but I'm not going to do that because they're embossed. I don't know if you can see. They've got like little embossed middles. I don't know if it'll show up because my screen isn't showing it very well anyway. So there we go. All right, I will see you all soon. Goodbye.